Here's a politically correct mug. Blue, because I'm masculine. So I was born in Christchurch.
Yeah.
And was there for like those first 6 formative years, the first 6 years of my life. When I was 6, I moved with my mum. My parents had split up and I was an only child. Moved with mum down to Twizel, which is in the middle of the South Island, near close by to Mount Cook, which is the largest mountain in the southern hemisphere. I think to my siblings, I'm a lot. Because when I was still in high school and mum was really busy, I was looking after them quite a bit. So kind of had that more, I was an adult figure that had a major impact on their life. So I think I meant quite a bit to the siblings, the fam, the small ones.
Yeah. That's cool.
Because I didn't know anything about either like bisexuality or pansexuality or anything, I was like, I'm just gay. Because that's pretty mean. And so, probably through high school, and things developed, it was all fine and well, and I was like, nah, pretty gay. And then when I moved to Dunedin, I ended up in a really intense relationship really quickly, because I'd gone from this very small town of like, nobody being queer, that they were out. That's a segue. High school. And then I came down to Dunedin and went, wow, pretty people that are also queer and out and enjoy it. And ended up in a really intense relationship that was lovely, but very hard and wasn't healthy in the end. It was after that fact of like leaving that homosexual relationship, and I was sort of coming to grips with finding myself outside of anything else, that I would catch myself on the flip side of the whole like sexuality binary thing of, oh, I identify as gay, I can't find that chick pretty, and oh, I can't do that. No, shh, you're a gay, one of the gays. Women are not pretty. And it took me actually a few months until I realized that, oh, notice how you find women quite attractive. That's probably a thing that you can be okay with. That's why pansexuality worked for me, because it was just case by case. And when people ask, who do I find attractive? And I just say pretty people, because it's the most summarizing thing. I have been working at Lush in Dunedin for the last 15 months. However, next week, I don't know when this is being released, eventually.
Yeah.
However, I will be working, hopefully, in the Melbourne CBD Lush as well.
That would be pretty cool.
It'd be very cool. As well as that, I run a production company called Sacrilege Productions that specialises in fetish, BDSM, drag, cabaret. Which is lovely. And also at the moment, I'm Dunedin's only professional drag queen, Joanna. Among other things. I do much. Yeah.
Cool.
What is it about Melbourne?
Yeah.
Why am I going to Melbourne?
Yes.
I'm going to Melbourne because it's not New Zealand. And I love New Zealand, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favourite places in the world. And I hold really true and really dear to New Zealand and the land. However, I also really want to leave to be able to best appreciate that land and that connection that I have to it. I heard it's beautiful, it's like giant Dunedin, which is great. And it gives me a place to pull out like tall, blonde and angry more often and get paid for it.
Cool.
Win, win, win. Joanna being one of my personas is like tall, blonde, scary and delightful. But I think for me, drag it's not, a cathartic, therapeutic way of like realizing parts of my like gender fluidity. It's not a thing I go, oh yes, I'm doing drag, I can be more feminine or whatever in such and such ways, because I realize that in my own ways, and drag's not it. For me, drag, any sort of drag, is parodizing society's expectations of what gender should be. So as such, Joanna, tall, beautiful, terrifying, is a dominatrix and is like glamorous and beautiful. It's all those things that people don't know that they want, but what they really do want, which is the idea of someone being really beautiful and being really feminine, but also being very controlling. Not in a like manipulative sense, but in the sense of being a dominating figure that they're around, which always gets people off guard and they love it. But equally in saying that, like, I have drag king characters and I have androgynous characters. Like, I just performed as them in Dunedin. Everyone gets challenged by drag. Homosexual men. Fascinated, because I know that there is a masculine-bodied person underneath it all. And I don't change my voice. I sound like this is Joanna. Maybe a little bit higher. But very much, like, it's not like a high feminine lady voice. It's just a voice. So you get that, but then they also have the question of, oh, well, that's a person that I know that I would be attracted to, but it's this beautiful woman at the same time. And so they don't know how to fit with that. And vice versa, you know. People just find her attractive, and she's an object of desire. For me, pansexuality isn't like, this is this little box. It's more just an open-ended spectrum itself, that you don't have to be like, oh, I'm pan, so I'm here and there with everything. It's more, you just like people, and it will freeze you of that regulation to go, oh, but, you know, I'm gay, I can't like women or non-binary people, or I'm straight, I can't like non-binary people, or, you know, whatever. It more just kind of, for me at least, it has allowed me to have that flexibility to go, I like that person on a case-by-case basis, and equally, I don't have to like every single person off that. I can be more selective.
Yeah. Did you come out officially, or did you just start saying it, or like did you start correcting people?
I just said it. I got really big into the whole thing of like, well, if straight people don't need to come out for being straight, I don't need to come out for being pan. I've already come out as gay. And people ask me now, I'm just like, I'm just queer. Just easier that way. I don't really think it needs to be a big dramatic thing. If people want to make it a big dramatic thing, give it to me, I'll get some popcorn. But, you know, and I'm still coming to grips with it. I still have to like fight those like internalized sexuality things of going, you haven't slept with a woman, you haven't done the thing with someone who did not have the male genitalia, you must actually only be faking it. All of that stuff.
I get that all the time.
All the time, right? Yeah, and you're like, I'm not really queer. I can't speak for the future. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know, I am, like, we're talking 99% sure here, that I have such a love for all people, and people are so rich and beautiful and diverse in themselves. I couldn't see myself going, cool, that's all really lovely, but I'm only going to be attracted in whatever way to like people of See, I can't even be heterosexual. I can't even be straight.
Do you think it's brave to be out as pan?
It's more terminology of brave, I suppose. For me, I think it's because I'm already incredibly comfortable with myself and my gender and sexuality. And if someone tried to challenge that, I would probably fight them with kindness. And my fists, but also kindness. I've focused a lot of my time on being quite headstrong with my sexuality, because my rationale is that it is who I am, so I'm not going to disregard that to make other people more comfortable, because I have to feel more uncomfortable every day. Then why can't you be uncomfortable because of my sexuality? And I suck it up, so can you. So yeah, bravery, if it feels like it is a brave thing for you to do, then yeah, it's brave. But for me, it's an intrinsic part of who I am. Yeah.
What do you think to be who you are is brave?
I'd say... Oh, yeah.